Okay, good morning. So the videos I'm going to be working with today are working more towards your final project, annotated bibliographies and topic proposals and that kind of a thing. So this is going to cover a lot of content that's more about the writing assignments more than it is the primary text with Citizen. In fact, at this point, I'll absolutely make more content on Citizen, but because I don't necessarily know where you are with the book in terms of understanding it or responding to it, if you have any questions about the text or if there's anything in any of the sections or the content or the research that you would like for me to go over through the video, I'm happy to do that. But other than that, I will just try to post something for each section that we read. So there will be a video for section 2 coming up soon. And in the meantime, though, I want to talk about really the final project and some of its component parts. So if we think about the final project, and I'm going to share my screen just very quickly so you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at this right here. Sorry for all my abbreviations. I'm just trying to save some space. So this is a final project is consisting of close reading, which you've already done one of in that first assignment, which I should have those all graded and back to you by the end of this week. Or actually even before then, an enumerative bibliography, okay, an annotated bibliography, and a topic proposal. All right, so this week we're working on the annotated bibliography. The enumerative bibliography is slightly different. It requires you to simply find citations for a number of different sources that you could potentially use for an annotated bibliography. Pardon me. So in many ways, an annotated bibliography is a smaller assignment, and in some ways it's a bigger one than a enumerative bibliography. And then the topic proposal here at the end. So what are all of these meant to do, right? And you can watch the final project video, and hopefully that will give you a good sense with this one. But basically, if you were to have all of these components, you could actually write a really solid research paper. And that's what I want you to learn this summer, is how to write a solid research paper and how to build up into that, really working with paragraph by paragraph. So your final project will have a close reading from a section of Claudia Rankine's book, a enumerative bibliography, which will cover sources in many different directions dealing with Citizen, and an annotated bibliography where you go into a particular number of sources, and I think it says 8 on your sheet, but I'll double check, and you explain the importance of those and how you would use them inside of a paper, providing quotes and material about them. And then finally, your topic proposal, which is usually a 2-page double-space sheet that suggests to a professor or to somebody really what your plan of attack is with this particular assignment, how you want to approach it, what is working well, what isn't working well. And in fact, I can even bring up assignment sheet that I'll be putting up today and let you see what this looks like. So that's what we're going to talk about. And I'll show you the assignment sheet in just a minute. So what we have is a number of different movements occurring simultaneously, all about one primary text. So the main thing to keep in mind with everything we're about to talk about this morning and in the next few videos is that everything we're doing is an attempt to teach this book. Okay, and what I like to tell students in a regular semester is the best thing to think about is you have to approach a room full of 18, 19-year-old students who have read the book but don't really understand it that well, and you're trying to help them understand it a little bit better. That's your main goal with all of this, and that's what your research is designed to do. Your close reading is designed to do this one, and your topic proposal is designed to allow you to get this started. So keeping that in mind may help you get started on this. Okay, so I want to show you briefly here the topic proposal assignment sheet that you'll be looking at for the rest of this time. So also known as a proposal abstract. The idea is to the general idea behind your paper, all right? That's a summary of what later will become a much more thought out process of writing. Some does show up from here into the final paper. And the idea is really just to introduce you into a larger conversation. So we're going to be clear, we're going to be concise, we're going to talk about a problem, research, and a connection, counter arguments, which we'll discuss briefly. But the point of this is, it's 2 pages, and notice the language here. It's about introducing a critical question, introducing the text, the poems you want to look at, telling me why it matters, availability to research, research you might follow forward on. So you're not supposed to have everything done at the top of a proposal. It's just, things that have shown up during your research that you want to carry forward with. And this can go in any direction, really, that makes sense and helps you teach this. And then counter arguments or arguments you're not in agreement with. And then your connection to the topic and why you care. It's just an important part of making any argument worthwhile, is making sure that you have a way to discuss this as well. So that's the general breakdown of a topic proposal. So again, it's kind of like an outline in some ways, except it's allowing you to communicate directly to me how it is that you want to approach the topic. So in a regular semester, you would be turning this in 2-3 weeks in advance of the final paper. And what I'd be doing then is going through there to make sure that you're not missing anything, or that your research has a logical step to it. Your question is critical. It gives me some space to actually comment on your material before you start going too far down the rabbit hole and maybe end up in a place where you don't want to be. So it's really designed to help you out communication-wise with me and with the book. So that's going to be something you need to start thinking about and working on for the remainder of the semester. So again, remember, the main thing is that this is what we're trying to work with. So the best thing you can do right now is to continue reading Citizen. I'll continue posting the quizzes on it. And again, when you contact me, I'll continue to make content. If you have something specific, I'll be happy to work with content on that. And then otherwise, that's going to be this video. And I'll post more going over some of the counter argument angles, and anything else that you send me today, I'll make content on. So thank you very much.